My name is Amy Goulden, and I'm an assistant professor in the School of Social Work. Some of my work focuses on increasing access to education and research, and I do this by integrating principles of universal design for learning and promoting equity and anti-ableism in social work education. And I think that open education is really closely connected to universal design for learning and anti-ableism because it makes sure that materials are more accessible to learners and students. So, for example, open access resources can be adapted into multiple formats, such as audio, text, video, which can make them more inclusive for students, but also members in the community as well. Also, a lot of my research focuses on social work practice specifically, where I find that there is often a significant lag between the publication of research and its application in practice contexts. Since I joined Memorial University a couple of years ago, I've really been trying to prioritize publishing my work in open access formats so that is more accessible and available to a wide range of people. I think open education is a teaching, learning, and research approach that really emphasizes accessibility, inclusion, and the free sharing of knowledge. It involves creating and using open access resources such as textbooks, articles, and other media that are freely available to anyone. And I think by eliminating some of these obstacles to education, we are promoting more inclusion and we're empowering learners to access, use, and adapt their knowledge to meet their own learning needs. I believe that research, particularly in social work, should be accessible to everyone, which includes social workers working in the community and currently practicing, but also community members as well. Open access removes paywalls, which I think significantly can amplify the reach and the impact of my work. And so I think publishing within open access helps bridge this gap by making research more readily available to those who really need it on the front line and are currently practicing. I think that openness has positively shaped my scholarship and teaching by being able to increase in collaboration with researchers, social workers currently practicing, and individuals with lived experience. So, for example, I was part of a team that published an open access textbook for social work practice with disabled people. And this project actually created opportunities for direct input from service users and practicing social workers. In teaching, using open resources has allowed me to introduce students to a broader range of perspectives without them having the financial burden of expensive textbooks. Also, I think that open access aligns closely with universal design for learning because it enables students to engage with materials in multiple formats or alternative formats, which in my experience has really enhanced accessibility and inclusion in the classroom. Open access also really has a collaborative nature that ensures that diverse voices are reflected in the resources that are created. And this in turn, I think, promotes equity and anti-oppressive practices in education and social work. It's not just about free resources. I think it's more so about creating equitable opportunities for learning and knowledge sharing. I think that open education fosters innovation as well because it sparks new ideas and collaborations through the sharing of resources and information. Also, there are financial supports available for open access publishing that my colleagues may not know about, such as institutional agreements and journal-specific funding initiatives, which make open education more accessible. I think the biggest misconception that I've heard about open education is that it somehow sacrifices quality or academic rigor. But I think in reality, many open access journals and resources undergo the same rigorous peer review processes as traditional publications. I think another common misunderstanding is that open education is only for educators and academics, but I think it actually benefits a wide range of people, including practitioners, community members, and anyone who's seeking to learn or apply knowledge. Open education is about making high quality information accessible and useful to everyone, not just those within academic institutions.